So I started out as a journalist covering science. It was mostly biogeophysical stuff, climate, since 1988, and I covered it like it was, molecules and physics, and then around 2006 was the first time I dove into the polarization that was happening around climate change. And that was also right when Twitter started in 2007, and everything else, Google started in 2005, is that right? So it was all happening, when was it? Oh yeah, way back, yeah, but I mean like Google as kind of the dominant platform. At any rate, it was all evolving. The polarization around the issue was coming right as these tools were coming. And initially, I found it, to me, was incredibly, I started .earth, I started a blog as a way to cover the complexity, and I was hearing from everybody. There was someone on my blog there was a commenter on my blog who created some software called .earth Defender. I don't know how this works. I don't know the programming, but he's shared the comment. He said, go to this link and you can do this. And then when you come to .earth, you can only see the comment. You won't see those jerks. And I was like, wow, what's going on here? I don't know how that works, but it doesn't exist anymore. But the question I have is I started writing about, I had been thinking for a long time about noosphere. Speaking of the Garrison Institute, Teilhard and Bernodsky, this geophysicist in the early 20th century, had come up with this idea that we were building this planet of the mind, this sphere of knowledge. It was actually a sustaining force for the planet. And so what I was seeing, I thought, because I saw these, I kind of thought, even with the noise, it felt like this was a cool thing. So I started writing about what I called noosphere, K-N-O-W. It's coming, and we'll have this connectivity and blah, blah, blah. And then I read a story by David Dobbs, a cover story in the New York in National Geographic, sometime in there, about the teenage brain. And how there's this thing that happens when we grow up where our brains, you're all past puberty, right? Your brain kind of unwires and then rewires. That transition from puberty to adulthood is hard and turbulent and weird, and then something else hopefully happens so you don't drive off a cliff. So here's so to me there's still this open hypothesis. Is this just the noise around a fundamentally brand new thing? I mean, this level of connectivity is not like telegraphs, or the telephone, or even Rush Limbaugh. It's way beyond that. Or is this, breakdown? I think a lot of people really wonder that, because it could be just a temporary kind of reordering, and now we just haven't figured out how to use it yet. It's like being put into a really powerful car and having to be careful about how you step on the accelerator and brake or not. So this is a question for your data people.